Hey guys, my name is Simpsy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the Battle of the Bastards on Total War Attila. Some Game of Thrones on Total War once again. Now, I have already done the Battle of the Bastards on Westeros Total War. However, we're going to be looking at a mod here today that reskins and puts in House Bolton in Total War Attila, and it really does look great on the newer Total War. So here is House Bolton, who I'm going to be playing as. This mod was heavily inspired by episode 9 of Game of Thrones Season 6, and all the download links are in the description below if you want to download and play along with me, of course. So there's House Bolton, which puts in some pike units, some swords units, spearmen. I said swords units twice then. It's a little bit late in Australia. I do apologise. We've got our cavalry on the left as well. And it also puts in a wildling faction. We're going to be fighting Jon Snow. And there's also a giant in today's battle as well. But like I said, I've already done the Battle of the Bastards on Westeros Total War. So I'm sorry for the repetitiveness. But these models look absolutely fantastic. And I really want to give the mod a go. But here is Ramsay Bolton and his 20 good men. Obviously, the game does have some limitations, and that doesn't look exactly like Ramsay, but this guy's done a superb job nonetheless. Let's go have a look at Jon Snow's wildling force, but here he is, the man, the myth, the legend, 1-1, who looks like a little bit... well, he's got a lot more hair on him, but here are the wildling spears at the front. The wildlings look great. We've got some Thens here as well. Nothing like a good old taste of crow. And here is Sir Davos with his cavalry at the back here. It's an alright reskin, but I reckon the Bolton shields just look absolutely fantastic, those pikes. So basically in this battle... beforehand, let's have a look at Jon Snow here, the King in the North. Who, yeah, there's Jon Snow there right in the middle. So we're going with a line of pikemen at the front. Then we're going to put our spears on shield wall just behind. And then my spearmen on the side. So we've got a front line of pikes. The second line is swordsmen and shield wall. Then we've got our spears on the flank to deflect their cavalry. And then I've got my 3 units of cavalry on either side. My longbowmen at the back, covering with Ramsay. But yeah, highly recommend you go out and test out this mod for yourselves. Get your own thoughts and opinions of it. It's just a reskin for battle. There's no campaign, of course. I'm not entirely sure if this is correct, but I'm pretty sure this is not made by the same person who made the Kings of Winter. I actually tried to play the Kings of Winter alongside this mod, but here is the Bolton Calvary. I just love the sigil on the back there. There's our Bolton line at the front, but we're going to push up and hopefully get around. We do have cavalry superiority. This is not meant to be an exact recreation of the battle, just a little bit of fun. It should be taken with a pinch of salt, so it's not meant to be too serious, just to test out, show you the unit models. We're going to try and get a lot of cinematic shots in today's battle. Obviously, we're not going to really focus on tactics. I'm not really caring about the loss, the casualties sustained, and the casualties sustained and the casualties inflicted count. Just want to showcase the mod, have a little bit of fun, and show some really good shots. But my Bolton Cavalry on the right-hand flank here is going to engage the Stark forces, the Free Folk army, and this is a really solid charge here from the cavalry, and maybe we can get around there as well. We're going to cluster and try and break their cavalry as quickly as possible. Hit them and hit them hard. We are defending, of course. Rickon has been slain by Ramsay Bolton. I nearly said Roose Bolton there. I've been playing a lot of my Westeros Total War House Stark campaign. A volley from the Starks has come in. I'm going to have to quickly move my cavalry out here, otherwise we're going to get fucked. Go, Gadget. Yeah, speaking of the Stark campaign, actually I'm going to give the order... Oh, is that Jon Snow? Jon Snow is too far away from his army. Maybe my cavalry can get there in time. Unlike in the show. But yeah, highly recommend you go and check out my Westeros Total War House Stark campaign. It's the War of the Five Kings scenario. We're currently controlling Robb Stark and Bran. and we're doing quite well. So I highly recommend you go check it out. I have just recently wrapped up my Total War Warhammer Empire campaign. They've pushed a unit of cavalry across, but my 3 units here are going to overwhelm them. I'm only going to commit 2, and then we'll get the other one to go for Jon Snow. Because if we can knock him out pretty early on, we'll be laughing. Doesn't look like the Stark force is coping overly well with my cavalry superiority, but they might reform here and go for my main line. But Jon Snow is sitting flat-footed, and the Bolton charge has come in. Ugh. It's good to be a bad guy. Hopefully we can carve him up, and if we can kill him, we're going to be in a superb position. So the Stark forces here, the cavalry, that we tried to quell, didn't really work. Some of them evaded us. We'll try and chop down Jon Snow here before he becomes the King of the North. Oh, another volley from the Starks there. God damn it, Sir Davos. Getting some really nice shots of... Oh! Blood and gore. I will be getting back to my Total War Warhammer campaigns as well. Honestly, I probably started too many. I started 5 up, and it just takes so long for me to upload in Australia, especially Total War. It takes me about, what, 6 hours to upload one video, so there's only 24 hours in a day, and it just takes me way too long to upload. But I will be obviously doing one video every single day, but I will get back to those Warhammer campaigns. I will finish them eventually, but yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, I have wrapped up my Empire. Still got the Dwarfs, still got the Vampire Counts, Greenskins, and Chaos, but the Wildling frontline is charging. My Bolton Spears are at the ready to carve apart and hopefully surround and kill the Stark forces, the Free Folk, Stark and Wildling forces. But there is no House Aaron in this mod, so luckily for me, I'm probably going to win. Not going to get a huge Aaron cavalry charge from behind. So my Bolton longbowmen are raining fire and death around the enemy. Well, technically no fire. They are firing, I guess. But here comes the Free Folk charge, determined to break the Bolton ranks. And they're getting absolutely shredded left, right, and center. Innards and guts falling everywhere. Men screaming for their mother. But here is 1-1. I can't wait to see him get into the fight. But we're moving down the front line here. Look how glorious this epic battle is. Really, really awesome. Wow. Cavalry charge on the right-hand side here. Probably going to commit. And hopefully we can kill Jon Snow while we're at it. So my cavalry charge is going to come in on the right. My frontliner pikes are engaging theirs, holding them off quite comfortably. We have reinforcements in the second line there. And Ramsay Bolton is actually throwing grenades, which I didn't realize that was in this mod. I guess that's in... I don't know why that's in there. I can't remember at any point Ramsay Bolton throwing bombs over the top. That's just a little bit overpowered in my opinion. But we're going to flank around here because we have a lot of spearmen. We have a lot of pikes that are just sitting idle, and they're better off getting around to flank. But it'd probably be really quite cool to get an Aaron charge. But if you haven't gone and checked out my Battle of the Bastards on Westeros Total War, obviously the units don't look as great, but at least in that mod they have House Aaron, which is still quite cool. So the front line is still holding on. Yeah, I really wish Ramsay Bolton didn't have those grenades, because we've just absolutely buckled that centre push there. My pikes are holding on really quite well, but 1-1's in the thick of it. Maybe we can tear him down. A younger looking 1-1. It's still pretty funny that they've changed the unit scale of just a unit, but it actually works out quite well. Okay, so the units surrounding 1-1 have broken. We're going to pull out my right cavalry. My cavalry on the right hand flank there. They're getting a little bit slugged down. They are shock cavalry. They're better at hammer and anvil charges instead of staying in the thick of it. Right, my cavalry that was going to kill Jon Snow and the remaining Stark units at the back there are going to come around so they can get their own hammer and anvil strikes on. My pikemen in the centre are holding on superbly. And let's get a couple of charges on here. Those Stark bowmen there are really being a pain in the arse. We're going to get a really nice charge on here with the Bolton Calvary. We're going to carve them up like carving a cake. Here they come. I still can't get over how good the sigil looks on those shields. It stands out so well. I just really wish we were able to have a modded campaign map on Total War Attila. having a Westeros total war on this would just be mad. Right, my men are flanking around here, but most of the wildling force is in retreat, and Jon Snow would have most definitely lost, I believe, without the Arryn reinforcements. But this is just a little bit of fun, guys, not meant to be taken too seriously. I've just realised that Ramsay Bolton actually has abilities, and we're going to quickly drop them now. But my cavalry's coming around, my spearmen and extra pikemen and swordsmen that weren't in the engagement. We're freed up. They're flanking now. We still need to take out 1-1, that massive, tall, giant bastard. Longbowmen, volley after volley. But my pikemen are pushing around now. Let's actually see a volley with my archers. Archers, take aim! And they ran off. Oh, could have been a lot more epic, that could have been. But we've surrounded them now. My men are engaging. They need to push up a little bit more. And who is sort of remaining? A couple of Thens, a couple of Spearmen. But my pikemen did exceptional. So we got a couple of cool cinematic shots. Obviously a couple of errors in the actual battle tactics gameplay, but like I said, I was only really wanting to get some cool cinematic shots, show off the mod, and then you guys can go and have your own thoughts and opinions. All the download links are in the description below. Let's throw everyone in, get rid of 1-1. He's holding on incredibly well. The last of the giants. This tough old bastard. But guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribed. I would really much appreciate it. Also, check out my social media links, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. You got to give it to 1-1. He's a tough old bastard. Got a lot of hit points, holding after the endless hordes of Boltons coming straight after him. We'll drag out my cavalry. He's not going to do much. Oh, he's fallen. My cavalry wasn't going to do well in that situation. You're better off throwing in the pikes. But 1-1 has fallen, and so has the Stark and Free Folk force. Got a last charge here with the Bolton's cavalry cheering on, running down the remaining wildlings. Very nicely done, guys. But it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. We deployed 5,780, lost 470 on the field. Jon Snow actually deployed more than us, deployed 6,341, and lost 4,071 on the field. Ramsay, with his overpowered bombs, got, what, 390 kills? Some of the pikemen did quite well. 143. Wow, one unit of my cavalry got 433. My archers did quite well as well. But I have to end it here. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been CMC. Stay tuned for more content on my channel. Take care. Goodbye.